We're here with another interview from DreamHack Winter 2014. This time I'm joined by Get Right from NIP, who just won against the HellRaisers in a fairly easy match, I would say. What was your take on the match?
I don't think they were playing to their full potential. We've been actually playing a lot against them online before this tournament because we felt that they were the perfect practice partner, and they felt the same situation we are. We're having a new player, even though Simple has been in the team for a little longer time than Maikelele, for example. But I was feeling they actually could give us some advice on playing or doing special with their AVP guys, so maybe we can take something from there and see what we do wrong and what we do right, and maybe find something interesting with our own play. Like, there's a different playing style from the teams to teams, and I think HellRaisers is one of those teams that we usually have problems with, so I think that was a good practice partner.
What about the veto, actually? Because even at the analyst desk, I think Fifth said that HellRaisers could have made it easier for themselves to pick Mirage instead of Inferno, because Inferno probably fits both of the teams pretty good. Because you have been, well, not recently, obviously, because you have been having some problems on Inferno. But before, you were a really strong team on Inferno. Were you surprised at all by how the veto came out?
Not really. We had a pretty good idea how the veto is gonna go, and I was just surprised that Inferno was picked at second map directly. I was thinking they're gonna be at third at least, or at the first one, because no, I was actually saying wrong there.
No problem.
I think that there was no surprise, because in my opinion, their best map is Inferno. I don't think Mirage is one of them. I think they're pretty good in Mirage, but if I were in their team and probably understand everything, I think I would pick Inferno more, because I think they're a better team on that map. And so I'm not really surprised that they picked that second map. But even though maybe in this tournament, because they beat a Fnatic yesterday on Mirage, I think that we're probably going to prefer that one. But playing against them online on practice and taking from what they were doing there, they were playing really good, and they were playing really good against Cloud9, so I'm not really surprised they picked Inferno at least.
How did you feel like during the match? Did you feel like it was another team because of Blade, or did you just feel like it was the same team that you used to play against? Can you pinpoint anything that was different from the team?
The only difference is that they took in Simple, if you ask me, like a strong AVP player, is a young player and up and coming, and is a really good player. And that's the only thing actually I noticed personally. I think there was the same team that were playing as us like before, similar rounds. So there was nothing really new, but I think that yes, we were working with the small details in the team, which we and everyone else is doing. So it's not like in the big picture it's changing that the people are seeing. They themselves are looking just for the small things.
So obviously on Dust 2, it was fairly straightforward. You won 13-2 on your T side. That's obviously a big difference. But it seemed like HellRaisers couldn't hit their shots. Even you had like those 2 triple kills, I think, where Simple basically missed almost an easy shot, I would say. Did you feel like they were off the game?
Maybe, I'm not sure, because I felt that they were here before us. They had more practice time, and they actually had a lot of more resting hours, so they know what they're going to prepare for. We did know, like yesterday at maybe at 2 or something like that. I don't remember exact time that we know actually which we're going to play. And so I think they had enough practice. They were prepared for it. Maybe they were just unlucky with the timing and the shots they were shooting. And I think it's the same. Maybe that's the same problem I had yesterday. I had vertical sync on yesterday, the whole play yesterday, so maybe they had the same thing now.
There was actually one specific round that I found really intriguing, which was on the Inferno. You basically sent Forrest alone on A, then you went, I think 3 or 4 on B. So Forrest killed all 3 on A, but you had only 20 seconds left. What was going through your mind at that time? Did you feel like you should have went back because Kucher and I think Maikelele just stopped your attack on B, and you had only like 8 seconds to plant the bomb in smoke? What was going through your mind at that time?
The smokes on the side was perfect for me, so I was just thinking I can take it easy. I don't need to think about the bomb at this moment. And I know that Forrest was backupping me as soon as possible, and he actually said he has 2 flashes, so he's team flashing me on purpose and just make them not push me. So I was feeling really confident about it. I was not even nervous, I wasn't even stressed about it. I know he's coming, and we've been playing so many years together, and to be a little cocky about it, me and him know each other in and out, so we don't need to stress up ourselves just because it's low time left. Even though the position they were having is they should win the round, I think they just misplayed it, the round in overall. And of course they were low on HP, because I remember when I killed both of them, Maikelele got both assists on them.
I think both were under 20 HP actually, so that's maybe why they played the round the way they did. Were there any other rounds that you felt like were interesting in a way? Because actually you played almost the same round like later on, but eventually you ended up going A when Forrest I think got like two kills on A, so you decided to go back. Was there any other rounds that you felt like you shouldn't have won, because there were like a lot of situations 2v2 where I think it was pretty misplayed? For example, that Kucher one where he was in pit like 1v2 but he missed somebody from behind. How did you feel? Why do you feel like they lost those situations?
I don't know, maybe they were nervous, or they were pretty afraid of losing the round. They were thinking too much about losing the round, and they don't want to lose it. And there was an eco, or it was like half by from them, and it was actually me he was shooting from behind. So I don't know. I think that they actually should have won that round, and they should also won the round with 2v2 against us. Of course they were low on HP, but they had the bomb and they were up on both on sides. So I guess there was 2 rounds there. Maybe there could be 4 rounds there if they won both of them and so on. So I think that we were just lucky with the rounds.
As it stands now, the Legends capsule basically gives out the same money that you get from winning the event. What do you think can be improved in that manner? What do you think about the system overall?
I think it's a good system right now. Of course, it depends on different organizations and how they're splitting it up and so on. But how NIP, I can just say it from us and like how it looks for us. I think that we have a good deal and everyone should be happy about it. And we invest a lot of money into it, to the organization. It's not that we take the money for ourselves. We have a long, good plan for it. And that's what I think it's necessary, because I think the sticker money is also for the players, but I think it's also for the organization. That's why I think it's a supporting item for organizations which are not that famous, or they don't have the good sponsorship and so on. So I think that's a good boost for them to get some extra money. So I think that if the teams are cooperating enough with the organization to have a pretty good deal, and they actually think about it, they can actually make the esport, especially CSGO scene, bigger, because they should do it at a fair deal for everyone else, and if they agree on it, that's a good part of it.
Now you're going to face off against either Virtus.pro or Penta. First off, what do you think about that matchup?
Looking at paper, Virtus.pro should win it. What is going to be in score and so on, I'm not sure. Penta's been one of the underdogs of the tournament, and they've been playing really, really well. They're also one of our practice partners before this tournament, because they play really good online against us. So I know they can do damage. I just hope it's going to be a tight game, but it would be a cool thing to play Virtus.pro here in Sweden.
Now going over to the other half of the bracket, there's obviously Fnatic LDLC, which should have been the grand final, I guess. If you look at the rankings, if you look at the fact that they were against each other in all of the finals in the 3 tournaments before. Who do you feel will come out on top this time? Do you think LDLC can break the curse, or do you think Fnatic will come out on top in the end?
It's a hard question, to be honest, since I don't personally like to predict any scores and so on, and I don't have any special favorites in that matchup. Both of them are really good teams, and they'll be playing, like you were saying, the 3 last finals against each other. I feel like I won all of them, I think. And I just hope it's going to be a tight game, going to overtimes and maybe 2-1 either team. It's going to be a fun game to watch, at least.
In case you actually advance to the grand final, who would you rather meet? Who do you feel like you want to meet? Who do you want to beat?
It doesn't really matter to me. You have to go over everyone. So who it is in the finals, if we come there, we have to win over them. That's the only question we have.
As a last question, how do you feel about each of the players' performances, especially Maikelele, of course, because this is his first line with NIP after 2.5 years with the same lineup. What do you make of his performance?
We're just happy that he feel himself that he is welcome in the team, because we were very, very afraid of that, because he's just one player adding to a team that's been together for a long, long time. So it's hard for us to get a new face in the team, and it's a hard situation for us and everyone, even for him. So we were just hoping that he get easily into the team, and it feels directly that was clicking. And he's a really nice guy, and he's playing really, really well. And we're just happy to have him right now. And let's hope that we can continue this quest to get in the first place here.
What about the other players? Obviously, Forrest had like a godlike game on Inferno. What do you make of the other players' performances, like throughout the whole tournament?
I think everyone has many situations they're like showing and glowing in the games, and I'm just happy that everyone is stepping up, and especially when everyone is looking down on us right now. So that's just a great feeling, and I think it's good that we're getting finally our confidence back.
That is all from me. Do you have any last words, shout-outs to fans, sponsors?
Thanks for everyone on HL TV to supporting us and reading the news and giving us flames and whatnot, and the people over in Reddit as well. And that's about it.
Thank you.